Hello everyone, so this is the session number 15 of unit 2 of food analysis, and the topic which will be continuing from the last session is the thermal techniques in food analysis, and this is the overview, a brief overview of thermal techniques in food analysis. So most food is subjected to variations in temperature during production, transport, storage, preparation, consumption, pasteurization, sterilization, evaporation, cooking, freezing, chilling. Temperature changes cause alteration in the physical and chemical properties of the food component, which influence the overall properties of the final product, that is taste, appearance, texture and stability. Chemical reactions such as hydrolysis, oxidation or reduction may be promoted, or physical changes such as evaporation, melting, crystallization, aggregation or gelation may occur. A better understanding of the influence of temperature on the properties of food on properties of food. It is therefore important to monitor properties of food. Enables food manufacturers to optimize processing conditions and improve product quality. It is therefore important for food scientists to have analytical techniques to monitor the changes that occur in food when the temperature varies. These techniques are often grouped under the general headings of thermal analysis. In principle, most analytical techniques can be used or easily adapted to monitor the temperature dependent properties of food, that is spectroscopic, NMR, UV visible IR spectroscopy, scattering, that is light, X-rays, neutrons, and physical such as mass density, rheology, heat capacity. Temperature dependent properties of food are density, the density of a pure material which do not undergo phase transition, that is melting, crystallization, evaporation, usually decreases as the temperature is increased. Phase transition, the term phase transition refers to the process whereby a material is converted from one physical state to the another. The most commonly occurring phase transition in food are melting, crystallization, evaporation, condensation, sublimation. Gelation. Many food contain compounds that are capable of forming a gel when the food is heated or cooled under appropriate conditions. Most food gels are three-dimensional networks of aggregate or entangled biopolymers of cold particles that entrap a large volume of water to give a whole structure solid-like characteristics. The experimental techniques for food analysis are thermogravimetry. Thermogravimetric techniques continuously measures a mass of a sample as it is heated or cooled at a controlled rate, or it is held at a particular temperature for a period of time. Thermogravimetry is used for monitoring processes that involve a change in the mass of a food or food component, example drying, liberation of gas, absorption of moisture. Dialectometry is a device that is used to measure the change in the density of a material as a function of time or temperature. Dialectometry measurements are routinely used for monitoring the crystallization and melting of fats in foods. Rheological thermal analysis is the study of the deformation or flow of matter. Rheological techniques are used for thermal analysis, measure the change in the rheological characteristic of a sample as a function of temperature. Differential thermal analysis and differential scanning calorimetry. DT and DSC techniques rely on changes in the heat absorbed or released by material as its temperature is varied at a controlled rate. These changes occur when components within the food undergo some type of phase transition, that is crystallization, melting, evaporation, glass transition, conformational change or chemical reaction. Differential thermal analysis is defined as a technique for recording the difference in temperature between the substance and the reference material against time or temperature, as the two specimens are subjected to identical temperature regimes in an environment heated or cooled at a controlled rate. The typical instrument consists of two measurement cells that are located in a temperature controlled environment, whose temperature can be varied in a controlled fashion. Differential scanning calorimetry is a technique for recording the energy required to keep a zero temperature difference between the sample cell and a reference cell, which are either heated or cooled at a controlled rate. The thermocouples constantly measure the temperature of each cell, and heaters supply heat to one or other cells that both have exactly the same temperature. Isothermal titration calorimetry. Isothermal titration calorimetry is used to measure enthalpy changes that occur as a result of interaction between different types of molecules. Application. Specific heat capacity. The specific heat capacity is an important quantity in the food industry because it determines the amount of energy that must be supplied or withdrawn from a material in order to increase or decrease its temperature by a given amount. Molecular interaction. It can be used to provide valuable information about interaction between different types of molecules, example binding interaction or conformational changes. That's all for this session. Thank you.